Welcome to the show. Today's show is the summer show, Union News, Living the Inside as Outside. And it is in the series, still always, of Twin Flames Inside the Womb, where we talk about union consciousness wisdom and how that translates into daily life action in your union. The real twin flame work thus happens indeed on the inside, and then it will guaranteed manifest outside. In this series of live, I share about what that means for my union consciousness process to inspire you to find yours. It serves as the source for your daily twin flame news, or almost daily. And today we have living the inside as outside. Really, I get really a core topic, right? About what this really is. Because we do twin flame inner work because apparently you're not there yet with your twin flame where you want to be with them, right? You want to be in this relationship with them, in this loving dating with them, in a marriage with them, and you're not yet. And the point is that we can repair that by first repairing it on the inside and then seeing that fact that we repaired the inside changes the outside automatically. And I guess we're just really talking about that given at this moment in this show, like living the inside as outside. Because once you get the hang of this true twin flame inner work and you really start to see results with this basic premise of how the universe works, and that it fits perfectly with your true twin flame, and that you see that it is indeed true, you start to really see, like, oh, just, like I saw after so many years and after Harmonious Twin Flame Union, the consciousness state that it's all about, and like taking in the healing that it brought me and whatnot. You start to see, like, oh, so the twin flame journey actually just literally is the fact of living the inside as outside. Like, my soul is always already in truth partnered with her divine masculine counterpart. There is no other truth than that. Of course, that's already true. But that's on the inside. But the whole point of the twin flame union and journey is to live that inside as outside, as the flesh, as the the trappings of a home, as all the things that we want to happen in action and communication and love life and family life and mission life and business life, that we wanted to have it, that inside, be presented as that core of twin flame love, and then that you were just gonna live that as the outside, which makes you perfectly vulnerable 360 degrees, because the inside is going to be lived as the outside. And that's really what that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really different than the idea of living according to like standards that are taken from ideas that are well meant, but they are from outside, from society, from social life, from socializing, having been socialized in your childhood, from education and whatnot. So these are not it, because they are from the outside. So then you're not living the inside as outside. You're just living outside ideas from of which you hope that they bring the inside to expression best or something. Well meant, but wrong. So, no. Twin flame union is living the inside as outside. But there are like truth, wisdoms that are applicable here. You can hear them. That's the premise on which I make this episode. We can say something and it may awaken this in you. That's my hope for such an episode as this. So we're going to look inside some things and then we look at the central question again. Some things of twin flame wisdom and truth we're going to look into first. So let's start with the twin flame union consciousness wisdom of the day. And it's this one. When you don't truly believe twin flames are also lovers, you cannot manifest this deeper part of union and keep it. When you don't truly believe twin flames are also lovers, you cannot manifest this deeper part of union and keep it. Many people think that, well, they hope that twin flames are lovers, but then they get disappointed by happenings in their life and they're like, maybe they're not lovers. Maybe I don't believe it anymore. Or some people don't believe it at all from the start. They're like, no, they're just spiritual partners, but not genuine, real life partners in like dating and marriage and life partnership. No, it's too spiritual for that, they might say. Well, and all of those people that think these things are wrong, and it's the difficult thing is that it is some sort of a circle. It is like a circle reasoning because, well, the truth of the divine is that twin flames are your student and your teacher. They are your best friend, your life partner, and your lovers, and your mission partners too, and therefore often also business partners. But people, for various reasons, want to, as we discussed, keep it at that they might not be lovers. And the point is that that does form a circle reasoning, which always happens with divine truth. Because when you don't listen to divine truth, it will not manifest. And when you don't see it manifest, you don't believe it. Well, that's the circle. You see, that's it. There's the thing. So if you don't believe twin flames are lovers, you will not be able to manifest that because you, by not believing that, have blocked that divine truth that is there as potential for you to manifest. Because when you don't believe it, you can't manifest it. It's not going to work through you in your reality because you've blocked it. You're not believing it, you blocked it. And even when you might manifest a little bit of it in your life, even though you don't really believe in it, because you don't really believe in it, you will not be able to keep it. And that's just the circle reasoning that is here. The whole point of the twin flame journey is we need to align our thoughts and emotions and body with the truth of the divine, and then it manifests in you. And you need to do that to completion so that the whole twin flame love can express in your life. If you block a piece of it, well, guess what? You can't manifest that piece of it. Duh. And also, you can't manifest it at all because the divine wants to express in completion through you. You'll experience that more and more when you indeed do what the work is for twin flames to answer their deepest goal of their heart of hearts. And that is to get your thoughts and emotions and body aligned with the divine truth. And that's where you create like a manifestation pipeline from the divine through you into your actual physical life that works and that will manifest all aspects of twin flames, all aspects of twin flame love. That's just how that works. And it can be really tricky to say, like, oh, but because that's like a circle reasoning, it must not be true. Because we're working with divine truth here and how that manifests in your life. And we're not working with um, a reasoning that is about the physical world on its own, right? We're talking about the meta structure of that physical world. That's what twin flames are about. And that's also why you get this phenomenon of the circle reasoning. But it's important to accept that. And there might still always be people that say, well, I'm not accepting that. Well, that's okay. You'll live your life in your way and you'll get through that life and how it is lived more and more ready to accept it one day, one moment in the future. That's the journey we all go before we accept. Or you just say, okay, I just feel twin flame love is true. I want to make it come true in my actual life. So let me do this suggestion because then it gets quicker. And that is, you have to believe it and then you can manifest it. So please do believe that you are lovers because that's the only way you are able to manifest it. And the fact that that is a circle reasoning is just that's how that goes because we're talking about a meta subject of the divine coming into your physical life. And you have to surrender to that one also as a background to accepting this belief. So I hope that helped. And let's see what the next thing is. And that's going to be the ACIM lesson of the day. That's the A Course in Miracles, ACIM lesson of the day. So A Course in Miracles is a method in itself that is written by the Christ Masters, not by me. And it was sort of channeled by someone a couple decades ago. It's a whole complete teaching. And it just gives you laid out in words the description and the course and the exercises to what union consciousness is. And well, guess what? You want to come in twin flame union. So union consciousness, well, really helps, don't you think? I think so. So this is really awesome. And today we're at lesson 199 and I just want to read it. I am not a body. I'm free. Freedom must be impossible as long as you perceive a body as yourself. The body is a limit. Who would seek for freedom in a body looks for it where it cannot be found. The mind can be made free when it no longer sees itself as a body, firmly tied to it and sheltered by its presence. If this were the truth, the mind were vulnerable indeed. The mind that serves the Holy Spirit is unlimited forever, in all ways, beyond the laws of time and space, unbound by any preconceptions, and with strength and power to do whatever it is asked. Attack thoughts cannot enter such a mind, because it has been given to the source of love, and fear can never enter in a mind that has attacked itself to love, attached itself to love. It rests in God. And who can be afraid who lives in innocence and only loves? It is essential for your progress in this course that you accept today's idea and hold it very dear. Be not concerned that to the ego it is quite insane. The ego holds the body dear because it dwells in it and lives united with the home that it has made. It is a part of the illusion that has sheltered it from being found illusory itself. Right. The ego and the body are from the same realm. They protect each other. So when you're going to say that you're not the body, which is actually the truth of your union consciousness, your union relationship with the divine, where you are a twin flame, okay, then the body and the ego, as like sort of a team in itself, right? They might say, no, I don't believe that. I don't want that. So, but at the end of the day, if you want to choose union consciousness, you choose that you are not a body and that you are free, that you are union, your union with your true twin flame, in which the divine is always close as a heartbeat. So either you choose that as your identity, or you choose the ego and the body as your identity. And these two don't match. That is the central message of this book, A Course in Miracles, leading to union consciousness. And I talked about this a lot of times before, that actually like a very basic idea is that helps you go to twin flame union is that you're not the body. You are the relationship with God, which the twin flame will be found inside naturally. Very interesting, right? Because we're so conditioned to believe that we are a body, that we are the material world, that we are the world, that we are, well, you get it, right? And it is so fundamental. And it really is. When you make that choice, that's what the Course in Miracles would suggest, everything changes. Your whole, how do you say that? Your whole, what you prioritize in life will change. Your whole outlook on life will change. And it's the same as what we just discussed before. Either you go there and you surrender into it or not, or you just keep on preparing yourself a couple more lifetimes until you finally surrender into that. But another misconception might be like, oh, okay, I'm going to step into that. I'm not the body, I'm free. I'm union. Okay. But then I can never manifest my twin flame union as a physical relationship that I can live together within a house and have children with. No, that's not true at all. Because when you believe that and like the right thing for union consciousness, right, that you're not the body, you'll still walk around here and these things will still happen. This is actually the only place where they will happen with the true twin flame. That is joyful and inevitable and has longevity, eternally even. So that may be good to know. Because it's not the ego building in the flesh. You see? There you go. That's why it is the true twin flame. That's why it works. That's why it is joyful. That's why it is the true thing. That's why it is from the divine, you see. Yeah. And to trust that and to have a relationship with that, that's the true challenge to step into and accept in your heart and find peace inside in the heart. That's really what that is. Yeah. Well, thank you, A Course in Miracles. Let's go to a segment of one of my own books because I've written my own books, on twin flame union and, the magical universe that has all kinds of ideas and exercises that actually help you get into and maintain this vibration of being in union. Yeah, so let's look into one of my books. I opened it, and where it fell open, I just did as if it was like an oracle, and we're just gonna read whatever was there. And this is what it was: some true twin flame advice. The twin flame is a natural part of the authentic spiritual journey. When it feels like your personal desire to live with your ultimate lover, your unique soul-bound co-creational partner, your true twin flame as your life partner in all ways, the complementary part of your soul, that is the divine feminine where you are the divine masculine, and vice versa, then may it be so, and may all heaven's beings pray for you. It is logical that for such a desire to fully manifest, it is best to gear your mind, energy, and practical life towards this to be true, such as actually opening your inner awareness to come to know who this is and allow them into your physical experience and life, to not take an alternative partner, to not maintain energetic or mind programs that cancel this desire out somehow. Kind of logic, but it needs to be said. So that's how this text is starting. But there's more. Yes, you are with them always at the same so called spiritual level at the same time, and progressing on the spiritual path affects them simultaneously, as they are you on the soul level, yet a complementary you that you do not need to come to your fullness, yet is great to experience when you desire this, and also will be experienced when you have come to your individual fullness sufficiently, which may or may not be a lot further down the line to receiving fullness than you like to think, because it is an actual state of being and not a way of thinking. Because reality is designed like this, you learn to truly care for yourself and them in the same sensitive way without pushing or pulling, but with ultimate respect and perfect understanding, inspired and led by Source alone. Being in actual physical contact with the true twin flame or twin soul, highest divine complement, ultimate co creational partner, or whatever name it is known by, however, it is in energy unique and clear cut, can bring up great emotional turbulence that, when resolved on the soul level, brings you great relief in exactly those precise places where it was desperately needed already anyway for progression on your spiritual path. And this is even of benefit to the path of both partners. Yet, this is not necessarily so or necessary to get to self realization as the ultimate goal, if you will, of spiritual development. Meaning, emotional turbulence is not a sign or an essential ingredient to the true twin flame union, as this can lead to the false attribution of this title to merely disturbing relationships or even more or less well meant and mediocre relationships. Turbulence is best seen as a means to be able to come to the place where the true twin flame relationship stabilizes from the inside out, a procedure one has to go through when one desires to progress on the spiritual journey anyway, when one wants to come to a state of permanent and ultimate feeling good on the layer underneath good and bad. And for that working to commands, it in principle does not matter if it is experienced in direct relationship with a true twin flame or not. The true twin flame will, however, trigger the most direct and exact details, as they are in a reality where everything always mirrors the ultimate mirror. All in all, it is thus also correct to say that when one comes to this ultimate mirror cleaned fully, there will indeed be no emotional upheaval. However, that is another extreme that is not at all that realistic either. Being in non-physical energetic psychic contact in some way with the true twin flame can bring with it a lot of illusions, because however the sensations may be heartfelt and true, the untamed mind can translate this into many phenomena that lose their sense the further we let them go into interpretations. But when one can come to further stages of the spiritual journey, where one can distinguish and know truth and a healthy dealing with non physical energy phenomena, messages, and so on, this can be a beautiful presence that simply is, not more nor less. It is as the smell of the broader soul itself, the scent of the complementary part of the entire energy truth one is on a deeper level. In other words, it is necessary to ground in truth rather than in the physical. The twin flame is, strictly seen, not a stage or a goal in a spiritual journey. As any spiritual path is the path to self realization, which one goes individually, and one experiences the twin flame chapter that was there already the entire journey anyway, on this journey individually in your own way. While it can certainly be said that the twin flame will be met on a physical level in the here and now, somewhere a little further down the line of this journey, it is a personal preference to desire to have the twin flame as life partner and work towards realizing this. It is free will. What is meant here is this: the true twin flame cannot be a spiritual goal, as goal and spiritual do not marry well. However, the true twin flame will absolutely be met on all levels when one is on a further reaching stage of that actual, authentic spiritual journey. The twin flame is a phenomenon that is as old as the most ancient times of human life, since it is a soul ingrained source truth that has to do with the origin of soul creation in groups that have a hand or more of bears in them. It belongs to the collective of spiritual truths of life, the architecture of identity. It is lived by well known historic mythological couples such as Krishna and Radha, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, Blavatsky and Judge, and is a template fully available to all, for it is your nature without exception. The idea to have the twin flame as the life partner could be promoted, but it still remains a personal goal and achievement, and as all personal achievements, it can not be said that one or all need to achieve or strive for the same. At the very same time, with more and more people consciously on the union consciousness journey, it does not make sense to not include this possibility and make it available. Simultaneously, many claim to be here that are not truly there, and it is also not to cannot be denied that it is, for the lived through and trained eye, an easy distinction tool to see whether someone has come to the first great plateau of ascension or union consciousness, a place that by most likely will be experienced as far down the road of spiritual development. This is stated to give a description of the true spiritual journey and to correct and the correct placement of the true twin flame in it, and to avoid endless cycles of all round exhausting goal and disappointment that often can be experienced when one sees it merely as a consecutive dating history or psychological learning curve. In other words, to mend the perception to the needed energy tending and or mind formation journey instead. Attending and formation journey that is not an unending itch, and it as it does have a resolution when it catches the full harmonization with source. In the next paragraph, we will have a closer look at the matter from the standpoint of this state of harmonious twin flame union, the co creational partner having come to full spiritual bloom in your way because you genuinely are in the spiritual journey on that plane where you are in peaceful contact with them in all dimensions. Well, we're not going to see that next paragraph, but you can read it in the book, and that's called The Emerald Itinerary. It's on page 162 to 165. In the part that is no that no that is the part, yeah, that right, there are three books in the paper book, and the paper book that you can buy is called Twin Flames: Manifesting Your Abundant Life of Love. Go to bol.com or amazon.com to buy it. And one of the books inside of it is the Emerald Itinerary. And you'll find this section on page 162. So this just explains very much what the twin flame really is. It's just something that is true for everyone. And when you go to genuine spiritual journey, it will always be met and made come true in the flesh later on when you've fully arrived in your self-realization journey. It is a choice to bring that moment to the front of your journey and go the rest of your journey together. And that's possible right now, but you just be very complete and honest and upfront with you. I have just described in this book what the reality of it is. It is a choice, and right now this choice is available for you to step into in a much more accessible way, and that's why we're here. But I just wanted to be honest and like neutral to you and explain what the heck it even is. So that's why I described this in the book. So I guess we can summarize this as it's living the inside as outside. Because it is already true. You are already twin flames. You will make it come true spiritually and in the flesh at the same time as one when you go any traditional journey to the full depth of it. Just will. There's no escaping it. And that's the point where you're going to live the inside as the outside, but you can like draw that moment to the front of your journey to right now. And that's what we do when we say we want to come in union right now, or as fast as is compassionate for our union. So we start to live the inside as outside now. It's beautiful. It truly is the ultimate romance. And it's for you. If you feel that longing in your heart, it really is. So let's look into the oracle guidance that belongs to this topic of today. And we're going to look inside the card deck of Union and Mission that I made. Let's see. Divine Mother, show me a card. Well, we're going to get this one. Word. I already pre-shuffled. Let's have a look in the booklet on my screen. But let's have a look again first at the picture. It says, well, it's like word. It's like as if the word is flowing through space. And there's also this triangle. Builder language manifestation B2.4, the story that needs to be told, and passing on how to tell an essentially new story. Okay. B 2.4. Rewrite. And let me read, sorry, let me read. The union meaning and the mission meaning will put in Patreon, because I always put, after the live is over, I put the entire show notes, including the complete texts and source links, in my Patreon. And you can read that and claim that for yourself when you become a contributing Patreon there. And you'll also receive a lot more, such as beautiful like deals that I give nowhere else, and free videos that are also published nowhere else. And we have, until now, we have two of them. And every month we have a new deal. And I will read the deal of this month later on in this episode. So I will put the mission text there, and let's read the union text here. Rewrite your story. Rewriting your story is easy when you are fully through your ultimate healing. Healing is necessary because you have to let certain circumstances in your human life and history have an imprint on your mind that now takes away from who you truly are. These can be traumas or patterns from your childhood or ancestral line, from a former or parallel life, or whatever it is. Aligning with your soul, and via your soul with the source of all, can heal this wound or disturbance in your mind completely. When you come to the other side of this healing, when it is done, it is fairly easy to rewrite your reality to your true nature, your true life, your ultimate love, and your abundant money. But until it is that time, you will tell the story of what needs to leave you as a means of healing. This is a method to write yourself through the entirety of it. The different nuances of these options you can only research with your feelings and know with your heart. Do you desire to build your union relationship, make a marriage and family grow? Then you will form a story as well. However you turn or twist it, your life will form a story, and that is okay. The point is to truly connect it to your union source connection that gives you at the best story, that gives you the best story as if written from a pure heart that is free of not working patterns. This is how you also give your twin flame the very best. Be not distraught when it is not yet time for that. Honesty in writing your story is what will attract your union. You will take your twin flame on your journey to that full alignment. You offer them to go on a journey together in the direction of healing. This is a very good story that will write itself to completion while your union unfolds and your love is shared and your aligned relationships flow in. Expressing how a situation is, how it feels, in a clear way that connects with the truth of where you are regarding union will grant you a beautiful role towards your twin flame that will also translate into relationship, because they want to hear what they are and are not, because this gives them the feedback they need to grow. Oh my gosh. You have such a role regarding your twin flame, even in what stories you tell them or you engage them in, what stories you engage them in. So they have such a role towards you, and you have such a role towards them. Never forget that. So express yourself authentically. That's the whole point. You know, when you want to live the inside as outside, that is living with your twin flame in the union relationship. That is a rewriting of reality. It's often really different than your personality and ego thought it was, but in the best way ever thinkable and experientiable. That was not a word. Anyway, you understand what I mean. It's the soul story. It's the twin flame story. It's the twin flame journey. It's not what you were taught earlier in other contexts. It's another story, one in which you are fully loved and healed, and they too. And you grow together in that story. That's living the inside as outside. And when you want to know more about that, we do have a program that you can answer. Enter. You can answer the call and then enter the program this summer. It's called Twin Flame Abundance Now. It's a group program. And you can enter until Friday, August 8th. And I have a link where you can see the description and you can make your choice if you want to go for basic, silver, or gold. Go to the description box for the link or to the pinned comment. And I hope to see you inside. Yeah. Did you know that you can also have a conversation with me about that? About how you think and feel about participating? And you would be welcome on Sunday, July the 27th. Sunday, July 27th, to claim your 30-minute call with me in Zoom, and then we'll just have a discussion about that. We'll just meet, check it out, how it feels between you and me, and talk about what you could reach by stepping into the group program. Maybe that's for you. See you soon. Twin flames want to live their inside life as outside. And it is time, in the grand scheme of things, in the time continuation of the centuries, to have that be the new pinnacle of development that is realistically accessible for everyone right now. It is time to bring that in the world. And that is why we need twin flames that take this seriously, that take this opportunity to go to union consciousness via doing the correct twin flame inner work with the key tool, backed by Divine Mother herself, that want to come into the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. That is the anchor through which they can build their physical life together in relationship, as best friends, as lovers, as forming a family, forming a mission together, building a business, making money, living their best life in all ways possible. Harmonious twin flame union as consciousness state is the anchor for that. That makes it joyful, that makes it be with a true twin flame, that makes it be sustainable in eternity, that makes it loving, that makes it so that they don't walk away anymore, that makes it so that they keep on communicating with you, that makes it so that they only choose you and you only choose them. We need people that choose this. We need people that choose to do the correct twin flame inner work and keep on choosing that. We need people that want to embody that. We need people that want to be an example of what that can mean in the world, in actuality, in a physicality, in manifested life, in daily life, in living in a house, in gardening, in having friends, in building a family with a couple of children, in running a business, in making money, in knowing how to heal your physical body with the right kind of food. We need people that want to live this exemplary life for the first time. We don't only need like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them somewhere on the planet. We need a whole lot more. That's a little bit where we are now, and you are invited. And you are called. That's why you watch this video. You are already called. You know it in your heart that that is you. You want to step into that opportunity. You want to do it now. You feel the call. You have heard the call in your heart so many times already. Very subtly, just like a light touch, and very blatantly too. From your twin flame, from God Himself, from Divine Mother, from me, from watching videos that I published before. You know that it is you. We're waiting for you to say yes. This world needs you, and this time needs so many more twin flame couples that choose this, and you can be part of that now. That choose to be an example of what is possible now. Because it is much more easy to step into being with your true twin flame now instead of later on when your complete spiritual journey has beyond completed and you'll meet them anyway. No, you can be with them now, early in the journey, and walk the rest of it together. Be a shining example of the fullness that is already here now. While you still together walk through the rest of the journey. It's time now to show what that fullness is of the divine masculine and the divine feminine together, shining, loving, exuding that harmonious love. Even when they are in an argument, you understand that's a deeper thing. It's a deeper source connected energy that we're talking about here. We're not talking about the fact that they're just having a very healthy argument, which is normal, and every couple has that. We're talking about the deeper anchoring that carries them through life, that makes their heart and their union and their relationship exude light that everyone sees, that everyone receives, that everyone understands to be, oh, something's going on there. There's love there. There's divine love there. There's actual love there. That's what that means. That's what divine love means. It means actual love. Oh, something's going on there. Union is going on there. Union is an everyday occurrence there. That is like giving and giving and giving, light and light and light and energy and love, which is all the same to the places around them, to the people around them. And it is attractive. You know, people are attracted to that. So that's why these people that take on that leap, that want to be this example right now, step into it, make it come true, and keep on moving forward no matter what, because they are committed. That's what they will show people, that they will give. They will be giving people. They're loving people. They're truly loving the people around them, and they're truly giving the world, not fake giving with their own egotistical motivation. No, it's true giving. It's giving from a source that has given first to them, and they're just passing it on and on and on. And that's from a well that does not dry up, because it's the divine well at the core of their union together that we're talking about here. But we're not talking about twin flame couples that, you know, give everything, do the inner work, keep on doing it, commit to the inner work, come into harmonious union, start build their life, get married, and then they give everything away. No, dude. You don't need to give yourself away. You don't need to give your money away, your fortune. What I mean is that that is just the truth of what is happening. Nevertheless, your heart will start exuding and giving. But that does not translate into a human being that is like giving all their bread away and their potatoes too, and then their meat and their vegetables, so that they have nothing to eat at night. Not at all. That translates into a wise human being that first makes sure that they together and their children have enough to eat by building a business structure underneath their mission that is sharing their love from their heart. And then when that thrives a couple of years, they call all the people that helped them and they just have this beautiful summer barbecue with full of produce and meat on the barbecue and wine and everything. Because they have already given so much in a correct way where giving is balanced with receiving. And they give from that place inside of them that is forever connected to the divine, and it just flows. And they're the example of that. And they stand in the business exchange as a coach as the one that has that as the example, so that the one that comes to them can receive how that is done. How do you become this person that is interconnected and anchored to the core of union, so that it always flows and you live at the same time that inner reality as outer together with your twin flame in this beautiful relationship in a way that works best for the both of you at that moment. This beautiful couple in this beautiful place you call home. And then there's your student drinking in from how you do that, how you brought yourself to connect to that inner place that is continually anchored into the divine. And that's then your business exchange in a balanced way. And then that thrives after a while. That's your mission. And it thrives. So that's how that works together with normal, healthy human action, you see? Together with the fact that you come into the heart together with your twin flame that always gives all the time. And it gives light all the time. You can't help it. People see it nevertheless, whatever they're doing, whatever you're choosing to do. You can't help it. But then in how you explicitly help people, you are just a normal human being making sure that you do things in a balanced way. So that's how that will unfold. And we're looking for you to build that. We're looking for you to start that up. To become real happy. I mean, do you want to be real happy? This is your chance, you know? That's like the best slogan, I guess, that we can take out of it. The best marketing slogan. Do you want to be real happy? Step into it now. Well, it's really true. The point is, it's really true. You can't be happy, truly, to this degree, in divine truth, and at the same time in the world. You can't if you're not together with your twin flame in union. It's not possible. It is a degree of happiness that is like unbelievable. And a source of continual learning, healing, and deepening that can't be matched by anything else. And these two things come together, the source of learning and deepening and truly being happy, and together and experiencing that together. That's your twin flame union. Do you want that? Does it sound attractive? We're looking for you. Well, we are. We really are. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're looking for you because we want to bring you there. Yeah. And we can. I have seen that over the last handful of years all the time. Anyone that comes to me will get there. Sometimes really quickly when they really let go and they surrender and they trust. But as quickly as is compassionate for you, as long as you don't give up and you keep on being close and you don't turn around in anger or something. Well, then you just temporarily can't receive anymore, but one day you'll open up again. But that's not necessary, that just makes things more slow. So don't do that. Just be open. And the you becomes more and more happy and permeated by divine light. And because you're one with your twin flame at the core, that's the very definition of twin flames. They will also feel that. They will feel attracted by that. And they will just turn up next to you because the reality structure is actually that we live in, yeah, how do you call that? We live in a hologram. Yeah. So it also, you don't need to worry about how they will show up next to you. They just will. End of story. They just will, and it'll be perfect for you, and it will be the perfect time for you. And that all is guaranteed going to work out. That's what I have to offer. And that's what I'm going to offer you when you step into this whole world of learning and living, when you step into the group program. And it's open still 20 days or so today when this video comes out, and then the door closes. So make sure that you make the choice now and step into it. And it's called Twin Flame Abundance Now. I hope that the title really captures it. I thought it did. So, yeah, I hope it speaks to you as well. Certainly speaks to my heart. It's like abundant lifestyle, that I'm building, that we are building, that we're going to build together. And in which you can become a coach too, even under this very umbrella later on when that feels right for you. And this is also the place to step into that adventure, to start to make your own money as a twin flame coach. Because it's only logic if people that reach twin flame union now or soon feel in their heart that their mission is that they want to share that, because that's just what the world needs right now. And it's actually very logic for people to feel that that is indeed what they desire. So I think that, we just foresee that to happen. So I'm developing a course for you that will be like integrated in the future of Twin Flame Abundance Now group course that is opening up right now, and you can just continue in that one and then start to make your own money. That's, I think, right now where we are going, because I'm in tune with what the world is hungering for and thirsting for, because Divine Mother has pushed me forward to see that and hear that and know that and tell you that. For years, she has been working on me, decades actually, because I didn't want to do it because my ego didn't want it. But then, how that goes. The divine works on you, and there's just only one thing to do and eventually, and that's this. I have nothing else to do anymore in my life. I'm okay. I'm perfect. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just so happy. Um couldn't be more happy. But build further on my life with my true twin flame in the flesh, and build further on this group course that is actually really going to be more of the beginning of what is supposed to be a broad school that I lead. That's the next step for me. And if it doesn't work, then I'm still happy. I'm still in union. It's still, it's still shining. But it just would be wonderful to pass this on, because that's what Divine Mother told me. That's what she has for you to experience, that we can do this together. And I hope that you take take it up, take this invitation up for yourself and genuinely ponder if it's for you. 20 days to go approximately. On July 27th, on Sunday, you are invited to claim a time slot to meet me on Zoom for 30 minutes, and we can just have a conversation about how you feel all of this, how you feel about all of this, about going to live the inside as outside, and yeah, to get to know each other just a tiny little bit before you make your definitive choice to come into the group course. And then on Friday, August 8th, 2025, this summer, on the high point of the Lion's Gate, which is always so inspirational when the veil is so thin between you and the core of the universe where the twin flame union wisdom resides, of course. On that day, Friday, August 8th, the Lionsgate High Point, then the door definitively closes, and you should have already made your choice to enter the group course Twin Flame Abundance Now, or you make it before that day is over and you buy the basic silver or gold membership. And I hope to see you there. I choose now to explore the most complete depth of my being. I surrender my mind completely to God that He may bring it into perfect harmony with His. I invite God now into my very core that He may make it right, returning it perfectly to its state of eternal wholeness. I trust in the power of divine love. I choose to see the truth that it is universally accepted by all at the core of every child of God, including me. We're all one with our twin flames and God. It is safe for me to open completely to love now. My love is not elusive unless you command it so. But don't worry. You could not choose against love itself because you are love itself manifest as you eternally. If you command it to leave, love does not leave because it cannot possibly leave. But you leave love by the power of your command. And by that same power, you can command yourself to return to love. And it is so revealing to you that love never left. It is safe to let go. It is safe to relax into love's eternal presence. Love is calling you home, and I'll be there waiting. I have always been here with you, and I will always be. Your next step. Don't forget to actually start the process and jump on the team. Actively come to our community, start doing the correct inner work, and ask the support you deserve through our services so that we can start a relationship that will lead you to harmonious union and beyond. When you're not in a relationship, you're not on the team, and you can't expect the results that I'm speaking of and, in fact, guaranteeing. Currently, you are cordially invited to step into the group year course experience. This is the Twin Flame Mystery School of your dreams. I am looking for 9 people to step into this abundant opportunity. Twin Flame Abundance now has opened its doors. Start giving so that you can receive. The door closes as soon as I have my 9 people that will be successful in their journey, or it is August 9, 8, 8. 8 end of the day. Look at the Twin Flame Year Group Course of your dreams in this URL, creativeuniverse.earth/abundance now, or go to the description below or in a pinned comment and click it there. The show notes. You can, however, support this ongoing live Twin Flame news as such, make it possible as co-creator. Without your participation and financial gifts, I cannot do anything because we need to have an energetic and verbal visual exchange for things to make sense and to know what I need to talk about for you. And also, we are on Earth, and that necessarily always works with money as a means to make sacred content actually physically flow. Therefore, I post the show notes in Patreon. Come over and enjoy, have influence on the broadcasts. Don't miss out on the behind the scenes experience on patreon.com/pj at Creative Universe. This month's Patreon subscriber action is Outside of the year group course Twin Flame Abundance Now, you could also opt for an individual VIP session when you don't want to enter the group yet and still want a large heap of assistance. This 2-hour session that also includes being sent workbooks and aftercare is normally available for €398 ex VAT, and for group members, 197 ex VAT. But within the second tier Patreon in July 2025, everyone can go for the half price option. Info about how these kinds of sessions normally go will be found at creativeuniverse.earth/yourabundance. When you enjoyed my show of today, please share it, like it, consider subscribing, because your friends might like it too, and I can really help use your support as well, because that's how YouTube works. I am Petra, in the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union since March 2020, worked with the new Christ Masters on Earth right now to roll this consciousness state out so everyone can enjoy it. And the abundant life with their true twin flame too, soon enough, after going in with me right here. Don't search any further. You reached what you were looking for. Om. Amen.